Okay, hello.
Hello. You have a new perspective. We're gonna see if this is nice or if you guys get like motion sickness. I'm hoping you won't. As the description says, plan for today is miscellaneous tasks in the workshop. I have quite a lot of stuff to do, and I will be switching tables the entire time, and that's super annoying on stream. So that's why I strapped you to my chest, and you can now see exactly what I see. Hello, Izu Faye? Is that your name? How are you doing today? Welcome to the stream and to this very new perspective over here. Hello, Ruben. Hello, Anna. Hey, you guys. I'm actually early for one. Yeah, you are. No, I'm late, actually. Okay, what was I trying to do? This one. Right. Oh, gosh. Oh. My camera lost connection again. We're doing this again. There is a bit. Oh, I forgot. Okay, let me let me get rid of the echo. I know where it's coming from. Thank you for letting me know.
Okay, give me a second. It should be gone by now. Is it better with the echo? Hello, Maple. How are you doing today? No, it's gone. Perfect. Thank you. Okay. So I'm trying to get this to work so that you can see what I'm doing and I don't get back pain. Doing good. How about you? It's good that you're doing good. I'm also doing good. Yeah, we're trying a new perspective today and I'm not sure if I like this. Hi, good morning. Hello. Free combo 4. It's not morning over here, but good morning anyway. So my plan for today was first up, print price tags. Now we're gonna add those price tags to my little furry balls. My furry balls have a name now, and they're called Swabble for some reason. I don't know, my mom said it, and when my mom says something, I have to do it. So let me print those. Adorable name though, thank you. I showed my nan Murder Drones this morning. Murder Drones keeps showing up. Still have to watch it. Did she like it? Okay. Yes, print. I can take you to the printer now. We're gonna go on a journey. Oh gosh. I'm hooked up to a cable and I'm not sure if my cable is long enough to go to the printer. It might not be. Slowly but surely I start feeling like a robot with all the electronics I have in my room. Let's put that in. Yeah, close, close. Print, friend. Okay. Why is my camera not working? Hello? Please, record. This is going great. Oh gosh, I think my phone is dying. Wonderful job, me. Come on, come back. I don't know how to fix this. Great, okay. Now it's entirely black. That's worse. Connect. Come on. Huh, okay. Ah, we're back. Wonderful. Okay, never mind. Can't unplug myself. I'm really scared for tomorrow. I have sports carnival and my mom's only staying for the start. Is where we do hard challenges in our faction. That does sound scary, but I'm sure you'll do well. I'm sure you practice for stuff like that. It sounds really fun, honestly. Like any sort of event sounds really fun. Okay. So, my printer is not printing. I think technology refuses to cooperate with me today. Print. Friend, it's back there. It's not printing. Okay, sometimes it takes a minute. So what can I do? I could clean up my table. Too much stuff lying around. Don't have to be here. You don't have to be here. I hope you guys don't get motion sickness from what I'm doing. If you do, please let me know, and I will find another solution. Scissors can go in there. I do not have a place for these rolls of ribbon. I think I'll just put it on the shelf somewhere. Yeah, I guess here. Printer still isn't printing. That's not okay. Print. Offline. You're not offline. I just touched you. I have to go. I might be back in a bit. All right, Maple. Thank you for swinging around and saying hi. I think I'll just touch the printer and hope that that does something. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it does not. Come on, printer. Print. You're online. You're telling me that you're online. Okay. Hi, I'm up at 5 a.m. for this. That's not worth it. Go to sleep. I mean, I guess if you're often up at 5 a.m. it might be different, but if you have something to do like this morning, go to sleep. That's more important than whatever we've got going on here and my technological issues with my printer. Hi, I rebranded my channel. Hello, Cheddar. How did you rebrand your channel? But I'm too excited for my birthday. Oh, it's your birthday! Happy birthday to you then. Right, you said that. You asked me if I was streaming on your birthday and I wasn't sure. Now we have the answer. I am. Okay. I think I'm going to do something else. So let's see how far I get with my cable. This is Luna. And Luna is still missing part of her hair. And she needs to be done next week. So let's do that. Gosh, this is impractical. Oh, something fell. That's green. That's not an option. Let me get... Oh, I'm just gonna use one of the bobbins here. Is there a brown in this box? Yeah, but not a warm one. Strange. It can't be that I don't have a single warm brown. Is it somewhere else? Oh, it's here. Never mind. Found it. Thank you. It's my birthday. Are you going to do anything fun for your birthday? Do you have like a party planned or something? Also, you guys, I cut my finger. It wasn't very fun. At least my plaster has, I think that's a horse and a crocodile on it. Because I'm an adult and I can choose to have fun. Maple is back on another account again. How many accounts do you have, Maple? Just these two? I'm going to my local candy fair, so I'm going to write. That's really fun. Also, like, that's lucky that your birthday is on a date where something fun happens. Two. Oh, you have 2 accounts. Okay. 2 is not that many. That seems reasonable. Okay, so this table is too tall for me. Should we put her on a chair? Put her on a chair. Either it's the fair or the first week of school. Yeah, the fair sounds more fun. Oh, my printer is finally deciding to print. How long did that take? Like 2 minutes until my command to print went over there? That's crazy. That's too long. One is for posting and commenting, and this one is for personal use, like just watching YouTube. Oh yeah, okay. I guess I also have multiple accounts, but it's more so that I have one for English and one for German content. Not that I do German content anymore on YouTube. Okay, this is how I kind of wanted the hair to be. The most important one is the like spike in the middle. If that one is off, everything else will look terrible. Where's my reference image? Where's anything in this workshop? I should have one on the iPad. If I can get that. If I get that far with my cable. Oh, I don't think I get that far. Okay. Here we go. Very cute fur pattern, like Luna. She's very cute. It's like, I like simple designs. Like, I like complicated designs, but I also do like these more simple ones. So, where's my reference image? Here it is. So this is like, I pinned it on and sent this image to my customer, and so I'm going to sew the hair like this. If you're wondering why I took it off entirely instead of just leaving it on, fun story. I told someone I have like a mini job, an employee, and she helps me sometimes with stuff, and she stitched on the bangs in the entirely wrong position. I don't even know how she did that. So we were like, okay, we're going to take that off again. I'm going to do it myself. Oh, another fursuit with long hair. Yeah. And like the fun thing is also, I asked Luna how she wanted the long hair to be, because I could do that like I did yours or with wigs. And I showed her an image of your fursuit, and she was like, I want that. And so, yeah, long hair. And it's like, it's longer than yours. It's quite heavy, actually. You can see, you cannot see how long that is. It's quite long. It's fun. It's heavy. It's fun. Are you making the glasses? Yes. Like, this is like the this image I've taken, and the glasses are 3D printed. They are magnetic. They will not have glass in the glasses, But that's one of the things that I'm doing tomorrow because I need to spray paint them silver. The paint is not here yet. So waiting for the paint, and then it needs to dry over the weekend to make sure it's really actually dry before I send it out. I made a super cute bag for that. I can show you that one. So this is Luna's glasses bag. It has a logo on the back, has glasses on it. It says Luna, it has a little handle so she can hang it from her bag, and a button, and inside is soft minky. I've made a fursuit from a dino mask. That's cool, Maple. So cute, that's cute. Thank you. Yeah, she didn't even ask for that. I just I felt like a glasses bag would be nice. Last time I did glasses, because this is not the first time I'm doing glasses on a fursuit, I didn't do any sort of bag, and in hindsight I was like, that's so dumb. You need something for the glasses to stay in if you don't want to wear them. Okay, so most important piece is the middle piece, which needs to be just right. Needs to be. Let me kneel in front of you. First she was too high, now she's too low. Okay, here she is. Should I draw my dream fursuit? Yes, absolutely. Why would you not do that? What's keeping you from it? Okay, I think this one needs to go there. So why is that not stitched shut? We don't know. Okay. What would be your dream fursuit? What species are they? Do they have any like fun bonus features? Is it a complicated design? My dream fursuit is a Tasmanian tiger mixed with a wolf, and the other one is a Stellar jay. Okay, that's a fun mix. Yeah, you should absolutely draw that. Luna is slipping, her hair's too heavy. There we go. I believe this is the correct length. If you're wondering how I can see what I'm doing, I don't. This is like pretty much entirely based on touch. I just feel where I should put the stitches. Okay, that is the length I wanted. Also, I made her nose, and I don't know where it went. I think I lost it in my workshop, which is so silly, and it's so me. Do you also do tuft wigs for fursuits? I don't know what that means. What's a tuft wig? Is that like when you take... No, I don't know what that means. When you take a wig to make fursuit hair? Because I'd love to do that, but no one's commissioned me to do that this far, and I'm I'm an idiot, and that's why I'm thinking of for a pre-made weaving. You can take like braiding hair, and you can weave that into a mesh. And if you attach that to a fursuit, that looks really cool, but it's a lot of work. Or make wigs for fursuits. I've not made wigs for fursuits before. Like I've made, if that makes sense, magnetic hair pieces. I have magnetic hair pieces. Can I walk that far with my cable? This cable is a mess. No, I have in the other room the tiger very far in the background, and the tiger has a green hair poof that you can see magnetized to the wagon. I'm not sure if that counts as a wig for the fursuit though, because it's just a hair tuft and nothing else. But yeah, I would absolutely make like more wig adjacent pieces for fursuits if I was commissioned to do so. I have one project in the near future, or actually in the present, where he wants 2 different bangs. So the back of the head is going to be the same, but he'll have two sets of bangs, which is also very fun. Good to know. Yeah, if you have plans. I'm often open for experimentation and just like trying things with fursuits and seeing what works and what doesn't. But yeah, oftentimes when I do experimentation, I can't like promise that it will look good, as long as you're okay with that. I'm not sure if I like that. No, I think that's okay. Okay. Do you 3D print your bases? If so, what's the 3D printer called? I 3D print my bases, and I've named all my printers. I have a big boy, a medium-sized boy, and a fancy boy. That's what I call them, which is cringe, I know. No, I have 2 printers. I have a Snapmaker Artisan and a Bambu Lab A2L. But honestly, if you want to print your bases, if you want to print in PLA or PETG, really doesn't matter as long as your printer is big enough. If you want to print in TPU, you need a direct extruder, but I don't think the brand of the printer matters that much. I just happen to have these 2. Don't want to advertise for either of them. Just, answering questions. Does the fancy boy have a mustache and a cylinder? No, sadly not. I wish he had. No, like originally I had a big boy, medium-sized boy, and small boy. Small boy is my resin printer because it's small in comparison. And then I sold the medium-sized boy, and I bought a new printer, and I didn't want that to be the new medium-sized boy because I didn't want the old one to feel replaced, even though it's not there anymore. And the fancy boy is the Bambu Lab because it has all of those fancy comfort features that I honestly find kind of useless, not gonna lie. Like, the Bambu Lab printer is nice, but also it has stuff going on that I don't like. Like I call this mom come look, where the printer so often wants me to look at it do something and then press a button to say that it's done the thing. And I just think that's so useless. And it just takes so much time. Like when it switches the filament, it always makes me watch put out the filament poop. And it's like, I don't care. Why are you making me watch this? Stop. Yeah, but I've been thinking of maybe like I like the Snapmaker Artisan for its size, but it has issues, and I'm thinking of selling that one, but it's not that easy to find another printer on that scale. And all like printers of that size are so hard to find. My printer's name is Robert. Why is it called Robert? Is there a story behind this? Because like with my printers, I was just lazy. Like obviously, medium-sized boy is not that that interesting. Ask my brother. I don't know. I mean, I don't know your brother. I can't ask. I had a like one of those robot vacuum cleaners, and his name was Steve. Steven actually, but everyone just called him Steve. Don't ask me why that one happened. You can't see anything that I'm doing, and I can't either. Yeah, I wanted to be super creative with my printers and their names, and it just didn't happen. I think this is turning out how it's supposed to. My printer's caught my hand because my printer doesn't have ink. Nice. I have two like regular printers. I don't have two. I have one regular printer, and that one doesn't have a name at all. That's just the Epson H 5, 4, 7, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, whatever. And then I have another printer, which is a sublimation printer, and that is called Sublimation Boy. You can see a pattern, and it's boring. Okay, come on. Let me get this. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty nice. My nan needs to get a new Cricut machine because she broke it somehow. She's had it since 2021 though. I mean that's relatively long considering Cricut. I've been under the Cricut curse where any Cricut device I've had, which honestly isn't that much, it's just a heat press, died the second that the like insurance ran out. The second they wouldn't replace it anymore, it just died. I have a strong dislike for Cricut in general. I would honestly never buy anything from Cricut again. I just think, like I tried using their software, and the way this software blocks you from doing anything drives me crazy. Oh, it makes me so mad. So one of the reasons why I got my current 3D printer setup is because the A2L is also a plotter, and so I do a lot of plotter stuff with my 3D printer actually. I think I would have bought the A2L anyway. I was looking for another printer of that like size, but it was definitely another argument that it's also capable of cutting stuff. And the Artisan is not just a 3D printer, it's also a laser cutter and a CNC machine. Guys, I made 25 candy guns. Isn't that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? How are we supposed to react? Are we supposed to be concerned or happy for you? Gosh, I can't see anything here. I'm gonna tie this off and get a new piece of thread and then stitch around again to make sure everything's secure. But I think everything is currently where it's supposed to be, and that's a great first step. They take 500 beads each. Is that a lot? I don't know if that's a lot. I've made 15 perlo bead candy stars because I have no candy. I don't know what that means. Oh, lucky me. Thread ripped after I've tied it off. That's okay. Okay, let me have a look at that again. Maybe brush it out. Yeah, I think if I like get these to not do that, this is not what I want, but if I can prevent that, then this is actually looking pretty decent. We have like a gap in between here, but that's not a huge deal. Can just patch that. Polar beads are little melter beads that melt under heat. Oh, those guys. Yeah, I've heard of those before. I never had those as a kid. I was always so jealous of my friends who had them. But I think, that sounds so mean, but I think everyone around me just thought it was beneath me in terms of crafting projects. Because I was, doing so much crafting that was much more advanced than these kinds of little bead things. So no one ever asked me if I wanted to do little beads, even though I wanted to. Hello, it's Volvaja. Is that your name? How's everyone doing today? I'm doing good. How are you doing today? I'm doing miscellaneous stuff in the Fursuit workshop. So right now we're stitching on the bangs of Luna over here. And after that, I will see if I can keep my camera running even though I walk further away. And then we might go to the spray painting room, which could be a fun adventure. Potentially. Okay, so this one is slightly too long, and this one. So this I need to pin back a bit. Let me flip this up. Oh yeah, you're really wobbly anyway, so you need some help. I'm talking to hairs. If it's a person, I'm okay. Not so great, but it's fine looking on animation right now. I mean, it's not great that you're not doing great. What kind of animation are you working on? I feel like if I'm not doing great, distraction is always the best thing to do, unless I'm, actually sick, in which case distraction doesn't help anymore. Ooh, an adventure, yeah. I've never showed you my spray painting room before as well. Like, I decently often show different parts of the workshop, but never the spray painting room this far. It's just too out of the way. Okay, let me see if this does what I want it to do. Yes, perfect. Okay, this was, I think, the middle one, so we need this guy next. Stop it from flipping up. Yeah, that worked pretty well. You're not flipping up. This one's not flipping up. This one's not flipping up. Good. You're not flipping up. You're flipping up. This one we have to keep from doing that, but besides that, I'm doing one of those draw this in your style challenges for a creator I really like. So I'm doing an animation for the first time, 2 of their characters touching noses. It's cats, so kind of kissing. Oh, that sounds absolutely adorable though. I do love draw this in your style. It's one of those things, like I don't like drawing, I don't draw that much. But draw this in your styles are some of those things where I sometimes, if I'm lucky, can motivate myself to actually draw. Also love looking at the results of draw this in your style and how like different people interpret the same like pose and stuff. Really, really fun. Okay, so stitch this one down and then we're done. Like it since I don't have to draw my own characters. Same-ish, like I don't have that many characters to be honest. I have I collected a lot of like pirates. And now I'm not really into those anymore, and they're just chilling in my toy house. And I don't know what to do with them. Like, I don't want to get rid of them. I still like them. They're cute. But I don't have need for my pirates anymore. Why can't it be 6 yet? Well, nothing we can do about it. At least, you know, you can spend some time with us while you're waiting for 6. You're not alone. I hope you're not bored, because that makes time go by so much slower when you're bored. Okay, I think this is decent. People hate it when I say that. Don't get mad at me. This is decent, okay? It's not perfect, but I think it's pretty decent. I think if I go at this and like do a bit more styling later on, it should be better. But for now, I'm going to pin this here and we're going to turn it upside down and shake. The reason I'm doing this is just to make sure that the hair folds back where it's supposed to fall, and this one did not. You failed. So I need to add another stitch so that this thing stays down. So I'll make some candy to pass the time. Yeah, that's a good idea too. I can't. Why can't you? Have you run out of beads? Everyone is asleep. I mean, that. What does it have to do with making little beaded things? Can you just do those anyway? I got stuck on my plaster. Okay. I have to keep my lights off and I have no windows. Why do you have to keep your lights off? What happens if you turn the lights on? I have more questions than answers. Also, isn't it kind of depressing if you have no window? Are you in a prison cell? Okay. So Luna's hair is done, and I wanted to, like, her ear keeps, you know the issue, her ear keeps tipping, and I think I can fix that if I just pin it up here. If I just pull, that should pull it upright. So we're gonna get some strong thread because my brother is right next to me. Oh, that's understandable. You're sharing a room and you don't want to wake him up. That's very nice of you though. That's very kind and considerate. That was way too much string. Anyway. Could you, like, leave the room? What happens if you go elsewhere? Is there a living room that you could use? And where you could turn on the light? Or a kitchen? Or a bathroom? Honestly, you could go anywhere. Just doing some beading in the bathroom, slightly weird, but if that's the only option, I would do it. Not sharing a room, but the hallway is weird and he's right next to me. Okay, yeah, okay, I guess. I don't understand, but I'm just gonna say okay. I think this is actually working. Okay, nice. That would be weird to share a room with a 14-year-old that doesn't believe in periods. How can you, like, not believe in periods? I didn't know that was an option. I don't think it should be an option. I think someone should educate him. And that someone is probably your parents. Or like the school system? I don't know. I know a girl who doesn't believe in dinosaurs. That's already weird, but slightly less weird because, you know, never once have I seen a live dinosaur, I guess. Though I guess it would not be very effective to just put a, like, no, that's horrible. I guess he's also never seen a period happen, and I don't want that for him. I don't want that for anyone. That would be so weird. Okay, that's so disgusting. I shouldn't say that. But I guess that would help if he saw it happening. No, he knows what they are, but apparently I'm too young. But that's not for him to decide. That's just... That sounds like a weird pipeline to go down. Like, a dude telling a woman what her body is supposed to do is really, really stinking weird. I met someone who doesn't believe in human evolution, but that giraffes have long necks because of evolution. People are strange. That's very strange. That's like, the humans are different, I guess, for them. Okay, I think this is better. I might do another stitch just to secure it. I'm 28. 28? You're 28? That makes no sense. Are you sure he's not just making a very dry running gag that's landing wrong at this point? Because that just sounds ridiculous. Like my dad has a running gag that I'm gosh, I forgot the number. He tells all of his friends that I'm like 7 or something because he thinks it's funny. at this point it's getting more and more unrealistic as well, because I mean, he's a dude. He could have a child that's 7 at pretty much any age, but it still would be a bit more strange now than it was 10 years ago. Yeah, okay, I think this is good. Now I'm just starting to question why you're being considerate towards his well-being and his sleep. He seems like your brother seems a bit like a not very nice person. Wake him up, I say. Deserves a reality check. Okay, so pull this that away. Okay, that's it for Luna right now. We're gonna work on something else. Oh, just fix the ear and then rinse it against the corner. Wonderful. Let's put you down there, up there more so. And see, my printer actually printed finally. I'm trying to print something for 20 minutes, but I think it printed only one side. Which is silly because I specifically made sure to select double-sided. But it doesn't always do that. Did you print both sides? No, you did not. Wonderful. Which way around do I have to put that in? This way, I think. I hope. Print. Yeah. Print. It's just doing nothing. Did I only print one side? That's not like me. The printer may be out of ink. No, it's not. What happened to my document? Why is there no page under here? When did I accidentally delete the page? Oh, before I saved it. How did that happen? Oh, I opened the wrong document. Yeah, great. Don't save that. What I need is the Illustrator version, not the SVG version. Wonderful. Good job, me. Okay, I'm not sure if I will manage to print the other side without it being upside down. We're gonna see. So, gosh, I'm getting back pain from keeping my back straight. That was the wrong button. That was the correct button. We need only page... Wait, which page is which? It's gonna print like that. Only page 7. My brain is not smart enough to compute if it's gonna be upside down or not. Print. Print. Oh, it's printing immediately. That's a rare occurrence. Oh, all of the changes I made in the wrong document. Have you seen White Foley animation? No. What's it about? What is that? Should I watch it? I think my printer just ate the paper. Now it's beeping at me. That's so rude. Anyway, I'm gonna fix this document first, and then I'm gonna care about the printer. Someone's animation, it is on YouTube, it's really good. Okay. Yeah, I can maybe have a look. I've been writing a lot of things down that I need to have a look at, so It will be at the end of my priority line. Hello. Here we go. If you're on my Discord, you can also, like, stuff in this chat, in this, like, live stream chat. Gosh, words are hard. Get lost so quickly. So if you are on my Discord, you can send it over there. There's a better chance that I will actually see it. No, wait. I put a B in there, not a T. I just wrote it wrong. No. Let me find the channel. Chulk? Chulk is the name of the channel? I cannot remember that. I don't even know how to pronounce that. That sounds like someone choking. Just search up that animation and it looks so good. Is it like 2D animation or 3D stuff? I think I'm just going to print this again because I'm lazy. Okay, now I have to get over to my printer again. Okay, I've put this piece of paper inside of you because I wanted you to print this. And you just ate the paper and spit it out again. That wasn't the goal. And I will not forgive you. That was very harsh. Why am I talking to a printer? Come on, print. You must think me so incompetent with technology. I swear I'm not. I swear I've used a printer before, I swear. Okay, just gonna stare at it printing until it's done. If it gets done, what's going on? Oh, that sounds so bad. What are you doing? Why are you not printing? Yeah, it's empty because you ate the paper. Funny hell. Quit the job. We're gonna print this entire thing again. Don't you dare eat the paper again. Okay. That's a red printer, double-sided, rear tray, normal, print. Oh, it's moving. it's printing. Incredible. Question is if it will do double-sided. I've done that thing where I turned on double-sided and it doesn't print double-sided. Let me walk back over there. I got tangled in my cable. Okay. You're going to turn it around. No, you just spit it out. I told you double-sided. Yeah. There we go. Now print side 2, please. Okay. Did I do this? Yes, I did this the right way around. I need this twice. And I'm not sure. Like, the printer is capable of doing double-sided. It just doesn't do it for reasons that are absolutely beyond me, even though it's turned on. So we're going to do the same thing again, where we stare at it and then turn the paper around. Isn't this riveting content, just staring at a printer? Oh, I just seen a cat version of Sin. Oh, so cute. That sounds very cute. Bro, in the Discord chat, I got kind of spam. What does that mean? Should we check the Discord? I have Discord on the iPad. Like, you were like restricted for spam? What's going on in the Discord? King of spam, sorry, my bad. Yeah, oh, that's an achievement. I'm not sure if I should keep that achievement. I think my printer is actually turning the page. That's so weird. I didn't change anything in the settings. So for my duckling. Yeah, duckling is spam, apparently. Maybe you should call it spam. Have you found a name for your duckling yet? Okay. Turn the page manually. Print the other side. Skipper. Oh, like Barbie's sister. That's the first thing I think about when I hear the name Skipper. I'm a Barbie nerd. Okay, where are my scissors? Oh, back there. I can't go that far. Maybe I can go that far. Okay. Because it can be a boy or a girl name. Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense too. But yeah, it's one of Barbie's sisters. I always forget the like other one because Barbie has Chelsea, Skipper, and then another one. And I don't know what the other one is. Because I think it's not Shelley. I think sometimes Skipper, no, sometimes Chelsea is Shelley. Which makes no sense. Barbie has revolving sisters. Have you seen the picture of my duckling? If you've posted in the Discord, then yes. I saw that you posted some sort of picture. I might have reacted with a heart, or I might not have. No, I reacted to your birthday message. Oh, come on. So... Nope. It's not on. No, it needs to calibrate again and I need to take this off again. No, I don't want to do that. Oh, no. Ugh. Okay, never mind. Posted the duckling and the act of it hatching. Oh yeah, nice. Turn on. Yeah, I remember seeing some egg and duckling pictures. No, I got stuck. You can also like post it in the pets section of the Discord. Then it might get like not get lost in that way. I feel like if I do this camera angle more often, I need an action camera because this is slightly annoying. Yeah, I'm gonna want to have more pics. Very nice. Then I'm looking forward to seeing some ducklings. It's time to lubricate y-axis guide rails later. I've been pressing later on that button for days. Start. Do you have more ducks? Like, how many ducks do you have? Do ducks get lonely when you have only one? Are they like hamsters? It's 5:50, we're so close. Very nice. Do you guys want to see the other side of the workshop while I'm waiting for this thing to calibrate? I can give you a small workshop tour actually, because I have a camera that moves around. So, can't do so very well, but I can do so. I just need to take this with me. Yes, please. Okay, so back there. First up, let me close that. This is my main desk. That's usually where my laptop is. I do all my paperwork there. And designing things digitally. I don't know why the head is there, that just happens. Then behind it, you see that's a heat press and a curing station for 3D prints and for resin stuff. If we're turning around, this is my main table where I do most of my work, unless it's specifically sewing, which often happens in the other room. It's a mess right now. I'm currently working on, I worked on the nose clickers, and I'm working on this doll bus thing, and I want to get this done for the next convention. And honestly, not much is missing. I just spilled some white paint onto the nose. Then, currently in front of me, I have like 3 of these wagons that I do different things with, and this is currently my streaming wagon that I'm attached to by this cable, and I cannot go too far away or the camera will stop recording. Back there we have my 3D printer, like that's a big one, the Artisan, and usually I store everything on wheels in this kind of area. So all of my 3 small wagons that kind of just exist, the big wagon, and the other 3D printer also goes there. We could go to the other room. This is my sewing room. It's not super clean right now, but that's my big sewing table, and most of my streaming I do here just because the table is bigger. And then the 4 sewing machines that I have, and I, at this point, label my shelves. So whenever I have a project, I pick a part of the shelf, and I put everything for that project in there. So you can see in the background, that's Raflux with the blue, not the turquoisey blue in the front, the back blue stuff. And then in the front here is Luna, and so everything for Luna goes in there. That's why I don't know why I lost her nose, but I did. Yeah, I don't know if it's like super interesting. The like two closet doors there is just fur, then it's other fabrics, and then just miscellaneous stuff. And then I have this closet on this side, which is also entirely just fur. So that's a thing. And then over here somewhere, can I see that? Can you see that? I also have my like puppets and stuff here. And yeah, it's a slight mess. I think this was a terrible room tour, but thank you for listening to my TED talk. I'm gonna move on and use this plotter. Okay, cutting module is ready for making. That's great. So, oh yeah, I'm slightly obsessed with tables. Like behind this printer, I have another table. And this is usually my painting table where I do everything that's not dusty. But this is terrible for streaming. So when I paint on stream, I do it over there. That's why the stuff's over there currently. Do you sleep in the place you are right now, or do you have somewhere else? I do live here. Like, this is my home, and I also sleep here. Do you want... You know, I'm on wheels. I can, like, take you everywhere. Do you want to see the rest? Because technically we could go there. Let me roll this wagon around. So currently I don't have a kitchen. So we can... Oh, by the way, this is... What are we stuck on? Over on this side is another project shelf. So currently this is Evie, who I need to answer. She wrote me yesterday. So this is Evie's... all of Evie's stuff. And in the corner I have another wagon. Because I'm obsessed with wagons. Yes, okay, you guys want to see more about my private life and less about my job, I guess. So, welcome to my hallway. Okay. I can actually take the camera in my hand. I think then you can see better. So, I have a hallway. I love shoes. Come on, focus. It's not... I want a really nice shelf there at some point. I have plans of custom making a shelf myself for that area. But it's just so much work. So for now I have these weird cube things. Then you can see my mess up of the kitchen. So this will be my kitchen at some point. So currently it's a storage room, but I already built my convention table and stuff in there. So that's nice. That's the preparation for Kenichi. I'm still trying to figure out where everything goes because I have new stuff. That's still work. You wanted to see my private rooms. I can take you along. Actually, this is really cool. I can show you. So this room is my stinky spray painting room. We're not gonna breathe in too hard. It used to be a bathroom, so you can see a small vent up there. It has ventilation. And I do all of my spray painting in there, and I also have a resin printer in there. So that's kind of cool, I guess. That's still work. Like, my house is primarily work. And then finally, we're reaching my private living spaces. So this is where I live. My couch is really cool. I'm really proud of having it. It's vintage. I furnish as if I'm about 85 years old. I got that. That is from my grandmother. That, whatever the name of this kind of closet is. And I have this huge desk that I absolutely adore. I got this for free. I mean, this was free because from my grandmother. The table was, I think, also free. And I have a giant TV, which is also one thing that was also free. I really like, getting little gems on what's the equivalent of Craigslist over here in Germany. And I like vintage stuff and old stuff. And I think I have a really odd taste in furniture. And I really want a kitchen in the style of that thing. And I will get one. And then I guess I can show you my bedroom. Not sure if that's super interesting. I have a sliding door that I made myself. It doesn't work very well, but it exists. And there's the cat. I think that's the most interesting part of the room too. The cat. Hello, Peppa. How are you doing? Sweetie, you doing good? Yeah, stretch. Kitty, yes. So I have there's so much cat hair on my bed. You have to excuse that. I have a loft bed because I like that. And underneath I have like this picture which is crooked. And this is where I film my TikToks sometimes. Oh, Peppa, what a cute cat name. She's really cute, isn't she? And then over here I have like a cat tree and my manga collection. Or what's left of it. I've gotten rid of a lot of those. But that's what's still there. And I don't really have like that. That's it. I don't want to show you my bathroom because it's ugly as fuck. Now I'm gonna go back to the workshop because this has gotten quite derailed. Sweetie, do you want to go to the workshop with me? Sweetheart? She's not sure. She's confused as to why the wagon is in the bedroom. I'm jealous. I love loft beds. They are the best. Also, like my ceiling is blue, and sometimes I have blue bed sheets, and I just think that's so nice. Oh, we're gonna follow the cat back into the workshop, and then we're gonna get back to work. Oh my gosh. Here we go, cat. No, you took a wrong turn. That is not the workshop. Okay, we're back. My loft bed was also, like, my father built it for me, custom. Can't have one because I was so short. That's a shame. But I feel you. Like, when I moved out from my parents' house, which isn't this house, I had really, really high ceilings, higher than I have here right now. And my dad built me this bed custom. And I stayed there for 2 years, and then I moved again, and I could not, like, have a loft bed. And it was so sad. It broke my heart. But now I moved again, and now I can have one again. $5.49, yay, nice. You don't have to. Are you gonna leave then? Or just gonna pop away at 6? I've been wanting my products to look a bit more professional, so now I have bought a little tagging gun and I'm putting tags on my products. Yes, thank you for helping the time go by. See you later. All right, have a great birthday. I hope you'll have a lot of fun. It's honestly a lot of work to make all of these little tagging things. I thought it would be, you know, so easy and so quick. And then I realized, no, I have to design these. And then I realized, you know, these little signs, these laundry signs, are copyrighted. So if you want to use them, you'll have to either pay or make ones yourself. So I had to design my own laundry signs. Are those glue tags? No. I don't know what you mean, but no, it's not glue tags. Nothing is glue tags. In this workshop, I don't use those. Okay. And we need the second one. The official creatorial washing symbol. Yes, I now have official washing symbols that are copyrighted by me, and no one else can use them. I just think it's silly because, like, especially in Germany, everything is kind of standardized. And so why is there no standardized washing symbols that everyone can use? That would make so much more sense to me. But no, you can get in real trouble if you take the washing symbols of, like, I don't know, you buy some big company because you think you can just use them. And the truth is you can't. But I'm decently proud of my washing symbols. I think they turned out quite nice. And I'll try to get as much use out of them as possible. Like, you know that I make these like washing instructions for the custom fursuits I make. There will be these washing symbols on them in the future. Also, I've been trying to upgrade my paper and stuff like that. Not sure if that's like super interesting. Oh, I've counted, by the way. I've made these little puff balls that I've now called Swabble, and I've made 37 small swabbles and 20 big swabbles. So that's quite a lot of swabbles. And honestly, looking at the plotted do stuff is really satisfying. That's why I'm standing here. But yeah, when I like set out to do these little things, I thought, oh, this is gonna take me like an hour or two. This ended up taking the entire day. I slightly redesigned my logo for these, which is a shame because I just ordered a table runner with my old logo, but it's fine. The old one also still works and they're not that different. But I do like the new one a lot. Looks great, thank you. Yeah, better with how much work it was. Yeah, I'm slightly afraid that it's gonna be like too professional because I looked at some of my stuff and some of my products and I was like, damn, this looks like I ordered it at a factory only because it has these tags that look decently professional and because they're like put on with one of those tagging guns. I think a huge factor why people buy from artist alleys is because the stuff is handmade, and I'm kind of afraid of it not looking handmade enough anymore. But it's just so practical to have price tags. There's a reason why they exist, and therefore I want to use them too. Even though it feels kind of silly to put a little price tag on a fursuit. I'm going to make my bed real quick. Very nice. Oh, one of the great things about having a loft bed is that I never need to make it because no one can see on top. I mean, besides people who are taller than me, but they usually have no reason to be in my bedroom. Okay, here we go. It looks high quality though, which is great. Yeah, honestly, I can show you in a second because I'm going to be tagging my 20 big swabbles. I feel like it almost looks cheap. Like I've gone full circle into so professional that it no longer looks professional, if that makes sense. So these are my big swabbles. And I thought, like, I looked up tagging guns kind of as a joke because I thought these things are going to be so expensive. I can't afford one anyway. It's not going to be worth it. And this is $7. It's like, what? What? That's so cheap. Makes me wonder why not everyone does this because $7 is so affordable. So this is what it looks like. And yeah, I feel, I have to show it actually. I feel like it almost looks cheap just because, like, yeah, it looks corporate almost, which is kind of funny. So cool and look adorable. Thank you. I was also thinking of maybe including these with commissions, like with future commissions that I have the fur for your commission anyway. I'll just take a few leftovers and make a swabble that's inspired by your persona or something. Help, I just realized I used to hate furries. I don't anymore. I don't think you need help anymore because you don't hate furries anymore anyways. What do you need help with? I wish my camera could zoom out more. That would help a lot, actually. That's a great idea, like including a swabble with a commission? Yeah, maybe. We're gonna see, like, for the current one for Luna. No, I'm sending out Luna before the convention. I was thinking that maybe if I have one... Oh, I didn't hit it. I have one that has the colors of Luna. I was thinking of including one in case it doesn't sell, but I'm shipping Luna before the convention, so that doesn't actually work. Is there enough space to squish one in between? Maybe. The thing I worry about now is that these things get bent or get wrinkly in the box, so I have to pack everything really consciously of these little tags. But at least if someone thinks they're not handmade, I now have proof because I did this tagging on camera. I sincerely hope they do well because they're like so simple and they were very fun to make. And I think my box is too small. Also, there is a cat. How you doing, sweetheart? Oh, she looks like she's gonna shoot me in a second or something. Little gremlin kitty, yeah. By the way, this is not like that she's gonna shoot me is not an original thought of mine. For some reason, one of my dad's colleagues visited him, and my cat was sitting in the window and looking out. And she said that cat looks as if she'll pull a gun and shoot us all dead in a second, which is so fitting because that is her general mood. I just want to end everyone and everything. That's what she's like. That is the wrong tag. Oh gosh, hopefully the others were correct. Yeah, the others were correct. I just have 4 wrong tags in there. The rest is correct. Good. I think that's the other issue here, keeping track of everything. It craves world domination. Pretty sure she does. I think she just craves peace and silence of those wretched humans who keep interrupting her nap time. Which is mostly me. But I'm tolerable because I clean the litter box and I bring the food. Somehow in my head she sounds like Minthara. I think that's her voice. Okay, I think I can put another one in there. She also looks like the type who would wear eyelashes and be on the phone every second. She would wear eyelashes. She would not be on the phone every second. she'd be the type of person. She's the boss of some sort of criminal organization, right? And she's sitting on a plush chair in an otherwise empty room, and her phone doesn't ring next to her. She doesn't pick it up. Her phone rings in another room, and her assistant brings it over and goes like, "Boss, a call." And then she goes on the phone and she ends the call in about 30 seconds. And there's a good chance that anyone who dares call her will not survive. She looks like she judges people. Absolutely, she does. She judges everyone. And she's funnily enough, she's slightly sexist. So she likes men more than women, just on a general level, which is really funny. I think it's because before I got her, she was with a family that had 2 daughters, and apparently these daughters dragged her around a lot, and I think that's how she became afraid of little girls, and then by extension, just women in general. So I think in her crime organization, whatever crime she does, probably something heinous, she has just guys. She's served every second of the day by dudes. Why does this one not? No, this one does not have a back. How many did I do wrong? How many of these don't have a back? When did that happen and how did that happen? Did I just pick up the wrong one? Did I not print enough? This one also does not have a back. Okay, let me see. This one does not have a back. I just printed one page without the back. These do have a back. Okay, that's good. So I need to print another page, but with a back. And these can go in the bin, but I think the rest is hopefully okay. I mean, it says the prices on it, so that's good. That's the more important part. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then I'm missing 1. 1, 2. Oh yeah, that's 1. 10. Sure, found all of them. When did that happen? How did none of us notice? Didn't I print enough? I feel like my brain is glitching. My brain might be glitching. Anyway, I guess I'll print some more. This time with a back. No, that was the wrong button. Print range, pages 6 and 7, yes, set up. Double-sided on. Print. Okay. And my printer is once again pretending to be offline. That's great. I need here. Printer, please, print. Okay, I guess we're just gonna look at the cat until the printer decides to print, however long that's gonna be. There's cat. Sweetheart, do you want to look at the camera? Peppa? Peppa. There you are. Are you judging me right now? Because it sounds like I'm talking to myself. That's fair. That's very fair. Oh, she's not in the mood for scriptures. Come on, sweetie, not in the mood? That's fine. Don't always have to be in the mood for pets. So? Okay. Okay, if the printer doesn't want to print, then we're gonna take that detour to the spray room. That adventure that I promised and then forgot about. First up, I need my mask because we're not gonna go into the spray room without. My voice will sound worse, and we have to live with that for a few minutes as we walk ourselves into the spray room. So what I promised to do a while back was one of those doll figurines of Luna from Hell of a Boss. So that's what I've been working on. So this is my attempt at a Luna sculpt. And I put on some spray paint. I think I need maybe a layer or two more. These are Luna's eyes. I don't know why everything in this room is called Luna. That's a coincidence. Okay. Get on some gloves. Close the door as much as I can, which means I cannot see Chad anymore. If you're talking to me, I wouldn't know. I've used this before, so I don't need to shake it too much. I'm sure that was loud, and I apologize. So let me see what Luna is looking like. That's actually pretty nice. Why do you have a bump on your boobs? I'd say actually I'm happy with this. I need to sand off this little bump and then we can spray her white. That's also pretty nice. I think we can just spray paint her white. That's fine. That's good. Okay. I made these noses. These are my nose clickers. And these are done. Just need to take off the tape. So these I'm going to put on my camera wagon. Put these here. Bye, noses. These are the glasses that we already spoke about today. And this I need to still spray paint. But just that tiny part. Now they're primed and ready for silver. Okay, I'm going to mute everything because I will be shaking this can of spray paint and that's super, super loud. I don't want to do that to you. spray paint has been shaken successfully. Going to spray paint Luna white. White spray paint, by the way, is the hardest to find because most of the white spray paint that you'll see is traffic white. And traffic white is not actually white. That's a light beige. So this one is titanium white, and that's actually white. These are Evie's eyes. They also need some more white. Okay, all of that needs to dry for at least 10 minutes, so this will not be the last adventure to the spray room. And I should probably throw these gloves away because they're pretty crusty. I'll leave the light on, even though I'm not inside. That's because the ventilation is only on if the light is on. Okay, just like my cat, do not touch me, human, unless you offer me treats. That's the thing about Peppa, she doesn't like treats. Like, my mom tried to appease her by giving her treats, and she doesn't eat them. Pretty much no matter what. Like, she eats them later when my mom gives them. First up, my cat does not eat from your hand. Never. Never from mine, never from that of anyone else. But if my mom offers her treats, she just leaves them on the floor until my mom is gone and no longer watching, and then she eats them. Did the music give up? Or is it just very silent? I think it's just very silent. Okay. My printer has decided to print, and I'm hoping that this time it will have a front and a back. because if not, I will be very confused and slightly annoyed. Okay, do you have a back? It does have a front and a back. Wonderful. Where are my scissors? Did I put them over? I put them over there. Here it is. Here's the piece of paper that I was supposed to take. Now I have 2 of these and I only need 1. Welcome to the daily chaos of my workshop. Okay. So, I mean, at least if I make a mistake, I have another sheet of these. I'll keep them. If they go well, then I will use it for the next batch of scribbles. Go. Files. Price tags. Next. Make. And we're standing here until this thing is done. What time is it? 2:30. All right. I feel like with this printer plotter combination, it just kind of moving around before it starts takes much longer than the actual project. Not sure what's up with that. It definitely has its drawback as far as being a plotter goes, but I have to say I'm pretty happy with it, besides everything. Like, as far as printer plotter combinations go, I couldn't imagine them doing it much better. A lot of stuff works really well. That is so satisfying to watch. Is that just me? I love also how it just works. Like, I've been fighting so much with my mom's Cricut before I got my own plotter, and I have not cut a single thing successfully on the Cricut. My gosh, is that sad. That's so sad. But on this one, my very first try turned out pretty decently successful. Like, the pressure was slightly off, but that's an easy fix. But everything that counted worked. Can't get it. Okay, we got our tags, which have a front and a back. I love watching phone repair videos, that's so satisfying. I didn't know those existed, but I can imagine that seeing anything be repaired can be really satisfying to watch. Okay, so now I'll be tagging the rest of my things. This time, hopefully, successfully. Yes, it does have a back. Wonderful. I've been getting back into watching more D&D content again, and I really want to play. I gotta go. See you. Enjoy your day. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day too. And thank you for hanging out with us. He's looking at me. Don't bend the tags. Do not bend the tags. I think that worked out. Gosh, I'm kind of looking forward to the convention being done because then I'm going to work on my Zuko fursuit, and I'm so excited for that. This was one that I ripped out. Gosh dang it, have I been using the wrong ones again? That would be so dumb. No, I haven't. I need to throw the wrong ones away. I'm just throwing them across the room. Leave me alone. Wrong signs. What curse is this that has befallen me? Oh guys, I got a really stupid email today. I thought it was funny. I felt a bit sorry. Someone asked me if they could do an internship. And I got the email today and they asked me if they could do an internship with me August 5 to August 16. And I was mostly confused because those days are already over. What are you talking about? I have not yet figured out what the problem is. Like, maybe they just typed in the wrong date, or maybe the email got lost in the internet and reached me late. Who knows? Still thought it was kind of funny. Not sure. I would love to be able to squish all of these guys into this box, but I'm not sure if I will manage. Okay, now I think I have to start the next layer. Why did you fall out? Shouldn't be able to fall out. Okay. Maybe this will just about fit. That would be great. I think the holes on the green chain are bigger than on the other chains, which makes no sense because they're from the same packaging, like the same pack. They're the same. They should be the same. And I think that's why the green ones fall out. Is that it? No, they should stay in actually. Nobody knows. Okay, 2 more. And then the box is just full and that's it. That's actually really good. Yeah, this orange chain is definitely smaller than the green one. That's kind of stupid. Okay, and I think I can just close this up and I have a perfectly filled box with swabbles. Hello, Mason Rankmore. How are you doing today? Welcome to the stream. I have today a first-person camera and you can see everything that I'm doing with my little hands. I just don't know what to do next. Good, that's great that you're doing good. I'm also doing good. I've been streaming for about 2 hours and my back is starting to hurt, which is funny. So I'm thinking about what to do next. What needs to get done? I have a to-do list somewhere. Let me grab my to-do list. Oh, I can take the tape off my noses. If I can. Do I have a knife here? I have scissors. So these are my nose clicker keychains that are now finished. I mean, besides that, I have to put the bottom part on. I think I need a knife. That's not going right. Okay. Do I have my knife here? That's a question. Oh, here it is. Perfect. And we have the cat. You can't see the cat, but I promise she's in the light. That's so funny. Oh, nice. I don't know what the nice is about, but I'll take it as a compliment. Thank you. I'm kind of afraid to break anything, so my cat does that too. Yeah, cats love the light, right? They're like little, almost think they might be moths or something with how they go into the light. But it's really annoying when I get up in the morning and she's in the sunlight and I'm just instantly blinded. Not great. This would be so much easier if I hadn't cut my finger. And I could use it, but I cannot, alas. Ouch. Okay, here we go. Oh, I especially like this one. This one might be my favorite just because I really like the weird ass shading I did on this one. Yeah, I go to pet my cat and he's scorching hot. That too, like my cat not as much because she's white. But we have a cat that's like medium gray in some places, and yeah, she gets so warm in the sun. I'm like, how are you not boiling over there? But no, she enjoys it. Also, my cat is already fluffy enough. Why does she need to lie in the sun and heat up more? I would imagine she's already very warm, considering all her fluff. Why is it so hard to remove this tape? I feel incompetent in a way that I don't appreciate. What color is your cat? Do you have a dark cat or a light cat? You could also tell me the breed. I don't know that many cat breeds, but I might recognize it. I might have to keep this nose just because I think it's so fun. And I have to stand straight, or else you can't see what I'm doing. Like a princess. Straight backed. This is also very fun. Mine is a fluffy black cat, so it absorbs heat more. He's just happy. Oh yeah, okay, cute. That's really cute. Yeah, black cats absorb heat like crazy. But also, I don't know, some cats are warmer than others. We have a cat who's a bit chubby, and she has a very wobbly, soft stomach, and she loves belly rubs, and it's amazing because you can just knead her like a piece of dough. And for some reason, she's also really warm, just always. She's warm and squishable. She likes cuddling. She's really cute. And she's so good at purring. Like, she purrs incredibly loud. Don't know where she takes it from. Such a small body, such loud purring. Because my parents have two cats, her, the one who purrs a lot, and then one who just is incapable of purring any louder than like a light whisper. So you hear it if you're 20 centimeters away from him. You hear it. Any more? No, you don't hear it. It's also cute. It's just the loud purring is a bit nicer. That's so cute. She's really cute. She's really, really cute. Her name is Holly, which is also cute. And she has a bit of a like raspy voice, I guess. Can normally hear my cat purring from across the house. That's how it should be, in my opinion. Like, my cat also purrs decently loud, just not quite as loud as my parents' cat. Lovely cat name. Yeah, right. We call her Holle, or Frau Holle, which is a character from a fairy tale. I'm not sure how popular the fairy tale is internationally, But Frau Holle is about a young girl, and her town is not doing so well for whatever reason. And then she falls into a well, and she lands in this fantasy world, in this fairy tale world. And she comes upon 3 challengers. I believe it's 3. The first one is a tree that says, shake me, my apples are all ripe, and I can't bear to carry them anymore. And so she takes the tree, and the apples will fall down, and the tree thanks her, and it's really happy. The second one is an oven that's filled with bread, and it asks her, hey, my bread is all done, and I can't remove it myself. Please take it out, or it'll burn. And she removes all of the bread, and it smells wonderfully, and it's great. And then she walks along further to this little cottage where she meets this old lady, Frau Holle, who lives there. And for a year, they live there together. And this wonderful young woman helps Frau Holle in anything she does. And the most famous thing they do is shake out the beds. And what this woman doesn't know is that whenever she shakes out the beds, it snows in her hometown. And that's important because when it snows, the snow protects the flowers and the plants and the grass and stuff like that from freezing. And so if they have a winter that has a decent amount of snow, they will have a nice spring where not all of the plants are dead. And so when it comes time to go back home, Frau Holle sends her on her way, and she goes through a portal where she's showered in gold, and she emerges from this portal back in her town with a beautiful, beautiful gold dress. And everyone loves her. And that's part 1 of the fairy tale. There's the second part, because she has a sister, and her sister is a bitch. She's so bad. She does want everything her sister has. She wants that beautiful gold dress, and so she throws herself into the well, wishing to get a gold dress as well. And she comes upon the same challenges. First the tree, and the tree says, my apples are all ripe, shake me, I can't bear it anymore. And she says, no, why should I shake you? I don't care. She doesn't shake the tree, and the apples all rot, and the tree's unhappy, and she moves on to the next challenge, to the oven with the bread, and the oven says, hey, my bread's all done. And she says, I don't care. And she just moves on, and the bread burns. And I'm looking for my bin, I don't know where it is. And then she comes on to the house where Frau Holle is living, and Frau Holle says, hey, help me with like the stuff and the blankets and shaking out the beds. And she doesn't help, and so it doesn't snow in her village. And the next spring, because all of the plants froze, they have a really hard time getting the plants to grow. And so when it comes time for her to return to her town, she walks through that same portal, but instead of gold, it rains pech. Pech is black sticky stuff. Don't know the English name. And she just has this weird sticky substance on her, and I'm not sure if it comes off again, but she's entirely covered in this black sticky substance. Tar. Yes, she's covered in tar. And they call her the Pech Marie. The other one is the Gold Marie. Yeah, I don't think I've heard of it, though. It sounds interesting. Is it a book or a TV show? It's a fairy tale. I think it's a Grimm fairy tale. So if you look at like Brothers Grimm fairy tales, it might come up. They've made movies of it aplenty with different versions of the story, but this is the one that I just know off the back of my head, I guess. I didn't think we would go into telling fairy tales, but here we are. I guess the moral of the story is just work hard, bitch. And don't be an ass and help people when they ask for help. Because why not? It's a nice story, but also it fits the cat really well. That's how we got here. The cat, Holly, who we call Frau Holle, is also like a very chill. She feels like ever since she was born, she felt like a chill older lady. That's her vibe. So the fairy tale fits her very well. I'm not sure what the fairy tale is called in English, though. We could look that up. Just Frau Holle is a German fairy tale collected by the Brothers Grimm in children's and household tales in 1812. There we go. I have to say it's not my favorite fairy tale, but I think it's an okay fairy tale. I do like it. Like I've heard worse fairy tales. I've also, there's some I like more. My favorite fairy tale, when I was growing up, was The Wolf and the Seven Little Goats. That's not the correct name, but that's what it's about. A wolf and seven goats. And I think it's weird to like that one. That includes war. Why the hell was that my favorite fairy tale when I was a child? And by now it's The Smart Farmer's Daughter. I really like that one. It's about a strong woman, and that is rare in fairy tales. It's about a smart woman, and that's even rarer in everything, really. In every sort of fiction, having a smart woman is pretty rare. And I love that fairy tale exists. And they made a wonderful German movie where I love the actress as well. She played this farmer's daughter wonderfully. So yeah, I might be a bit of a fairy tale nerd, and not the anime. So if you make fursuits, are you a furry yourself? Yeah, I guess. I find that sometimes hard to define. Like, what makes a furry a furry? Because I think for a lot of people it's a hobby. And so sometimes it feels weird, because for me, furry is not a hobby anymore. It's at this point a job. And so it felt kind of odd sometimes to say, oh yeah, I'm a furry, because people assume that I go to furry conventions for funsies and that I go fursuiting for funsies. And sure, it's fun, but I don't do it for funsies. So sometimes I have a hard time defining that, but generally, yeah. I started out as a furry too. I started doing this as a hobby, and then it slowly turned into a job. And I wanted to grab my to-do list, because I'm not sure what I have to do now. Okay. Luna print. I've already done that. I wanted to print her at the latest yesterday, and I printed her the day before. So Luna print is done. I wanted to do dye sublimation. Should we do that today? Are you guys into some dye sublimation? I need to do eyes, wipes. Oh, I need to do the tiger eyes, which could also give my back a break. So that's really fun. I'm going to take you guys and put you on the ceiling. Here we go. Nice. Okay. Oh, it's so nice. My phone is so heavy, and when I strap that to my chest, that's not super comfortable. Oh, I feel free. Whatever, you're happy is what it matters. Yeah, absolutely. Like, at the end of the day, I also don't care. If people want to call me a furry, that's cool. And if people say, no, you're not furry enough, that's also cool with me. No, we have a cable and frame. That's not cool with you. But yeah, some people have made an entire science out of deciding what a furry actually is and what you need to do in order to qualify as one, and I don't care enough about that. Okay, let me get the cable out of the way. I think that would be slightly nicer for you. And these noses. So what I need to do is dye sublimation for 3 sets of eyes. Luna, the tiger that I'm working on, and Evie. So the only one I'm not doing today is Raflux. So these are basically all the commissions that I have currently. are Raflux, Evie, and Luna. And Raflux, we're just not that there yet. Raflux has really complicated eyes. He wants to change his eye colors. And I was like, sure, buddy, we're gonna figure that out. I'm not sure how to do it yet. I was thinking either magnets or screws. Magnets might be easier but less secure. So we're gonna see how that goes. But I'm standing on the table, don't do that. Don't be like me. But I'm kind of looking forward to figuring out how that's gonna work. So what I already have are the eyes of Luna, and I already have the eyes of Evie. The only thing we need is the eyes of the tiger that I'm working on. Oh, I can walk around without being attached to a cable. That's so nice. I'm gonna grab the tiger so that you can have a look at what this little baby looks like. I'm really happy with the tiger. There's, like, suits don't always make me as happy as this tiger. Freedom, yes, freedom. I don't know how long, no, you weren't there yet, but the way I did this with the camera is that it only records if it's attached via a cable to my Mac. And so I put my Mac on a wagon and I pulled this wagon behind me wherever I went so that I could film for you. Not very practical. Not very fun. So this is the tiger. Not quite done. We still need eyes. I need to print those before the weekend, ideally. But I think I can do that. And we need the eye mesh. That's the much more important part right now. Actually, I could also sculpt the eye blanks. I should probably do that. So pretty. Thank you. I'm happy you like it. This is this is a pre-made. This is the next pre-made I'll be working on, and I'm so excited for this one. Because I have a slight obsession with Zuko from Avatar The Lost Airbender, and so I wanted to make a fursuit that's basically a cosplay of him. So, this is the tiger document. And I need, is this the head base? That's the head base. So in order to do eye blanks, I have this thing, of which I don't need everything. This is my important folder, and in there is a folder called eyes, which I'm going to pull here. Basically, I prepared on how to make the eyes, so that I don't have to redo the same steps again and again and again. Step 1 is taking this tube tool, setting it up around the eye. These are basically going to be the walls of the eye. I also still need to do the lashes. I was unsure what color the lashes were supposed to be. Originally I planned white, but I thought that might be too much. And then I was thinking maybe like a dark red, a bit like the lower jaw, which looks honestly just black on camera. I'm thinking that black might just be too harsh. How about green? I guess green would also be an option, but I probably wouldn't go for light green. I think that's too much. I guess a dark green could work as well, yeah. That's a fun idea too. But that would introduce a new tone, and I think we already have the correct amount of tones. Like a dark red would not introduce a new tone because the inside of the mouth is already dark red. And again, I think this green would be too much, especially since the eyes are going to be green. But not exactly that tone, so I guess we're introducing another tone anyway? No, I'll think about it. Maybe. Okay, so this is the start of the eye blanks. Then we need my 2 boxes. That's good. So this looks like it makes no sense. I promise, it will make sense in a second. It's a bit of a weird system I have for making eyes. And this needs a different color. So this cylinder that I have is 7 centimeters in diameter. And what I do is I just check which size I want. That's kind of the reason why I'm doing this now, because I need to check which size of mesh I need in here. That looks like it's cross-eyed outwards. You always want them to be slightly cross-eyed inwards because that makes them look cuter. Like that. Yeah, I think 7 centimeters is a good size. So let's get rid of the cylinder that's 6 and that's 5. We don't need those. When I can afford it, I'll be sure to go to you to make my fursuit. You're very good at it. Thank you. Also, I saw your message very late. I'm sorry that I missed it. Okay, next step. First I'll get rid of that. Then get rid of the head base. Now going to validate the tube and multiply it. And then I'll remove the tube from this box. That sounds like it makes no sense. It will make sense in a second. Separate the topology of a box. And now we have a tube that is filled with a box. Wonderful, that is what we wanted. So this box and my tube will then be merged. And I do voxel merge for that. Then I round out the inner corners. Because I don't like it if you can see a corner in the eyes. I just think that looks kind of cheap. Oh, so this would be much easier if it was all one color. Okay, like that. I think I'd like to voxel that again. Just making sure that everything is nice and smooth. Now we need our second box. We're going to take that and remove it from what we already have. Then we separate this by topology. And now we have the eye blank that is flat in the back. Now here this corner is kind of sharp. So what we're going to do is first up voxel it again, but keep edges sharp. I think I could have voxeled that at a higher resolution. There we go. so that this has like a nice wireframe. And then I take flatten and flatten out this back corner slightly. Or even smooth it, both works. And this will print fine even if it's smoothed. Okay, and then the last step is take this. This is basically our eye hole, and make sure that it sits in there correctly. And then we're going to remove the eye hole from the eye blank. And now it's almost done, I promise. We have only 15 more steps to go. Now we need our head base, super important. And we take this, we clone it, and then we remove the head base from the eye blank. Why did that work so horrendously? I think something is up with my head base. Head base, do you have a problem? Do I need to voxel you? We're gonna voxel this just to make sure that everything is okay. It might just, like, the resolution of the head base might just be too large. So voxel that, and now we remove the head base from the eye blank. Perfect. Do you make protogens as well? No. So the thing is, I've thought about it. I think protogens are really cool. The issue is, I can't do electronics. I just don't have the skills. And so I would have to buy all the electronics as a pre-made set. And then in addition to that, I would have to buy the face shield and the part that the face shield clicks into, because for the face shield you need a vacuum former. And those are kind of expensive unless you make one yourself. I don't want to make one myself. Making a protogen means, for me, buying nearly everything and then putting on a bit of fur. And I don't see the point. Like, the thing is, I think everyone can buy all that they need and add a bit of fur themselves. I don't see the point in me doing that for you, because that will just cost you a lot of money. And again, that's the main reason why I've decided to not do protogens. I'd love to at some point. I'd love to get around to it. I think protogens are really cool. But I think I'd much rather experiment with electronics in other ways and do other similar things, because there's also, like, enough people doing protogens, I think. Okay, so this is the eye, and now we know the diameter of the iris, which is 7. What a fun number, 7. And now we can sketch out the eye. So I have a lot, actually, of options. This is so fun to look at, in my opinion, because this is when I started, like, printing the eyes. And here you can see the evolution of what eyes looked like in the beginning and what they turned into in the end. So I started out with these, which are quite anime-esque for some reason. And then for a while I did this. This is the eye that's in Dexter, I think. I did these for a while as commissions. And then I did these on a lot of suits. I'm not sure if Hooven still has this one, but I don't think so. Or maybe? I'm not sure. And then I moved on to this style, and this is the current style of eye that I do. And here I just have, like, a lot of different colors pre-prepared. So we do have a green, and I think I could just go for this green for the tiger, because honestly it's a pretty nice green. Yeah, good thing I don't want to be a protogen. I'm thinking about purple eyes and, like, a dark gray fur. That sounds very nice. Mine has the current style with a sharp pupil. Right, you had a sharp pupil. Yeah, that was fun. I should have the file for your eyes somewhere. It might be, like, in here. as well. This is all just grey. Why is everything grey? I might not have your file anymore, but it might have been this one. So I think the green is nice. What we could do is add a fun highlight. No one has ever taken this highlight, I think. Like, I've offered this shape of highlight to quite a few people. Everyone was like, no, that's too funky. I want that one. So I think for this tiger, because I have the chance, I want this highlight. Well, I guess we could do something very fun. Like, this character is roughly named after a strawberry, roughly designed after a strawberry. So we could do something strawberry shaped, but I think that might be too much. That looks great. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. So I'm guessing I could do also, should we try that? I cannot, gosh. Procreate changed something about where things are and it really annoyed me. I can do this. Flatten. Then I can mask this. Trust the process, guys. I have an idea. It's not working. It is working. Oh yeah, making a circle is pretty annoying, honestly. Anyway. That was not what I wanted to do. So we could do pink and green together. I think that might also be fun. There's probably a better way to do what I'm doing right now, but this works, so we're gonna do it. I think I might go to bed now. It's 11:19 p.m. for me. Bye. All right, yeah, that's a good time to go to bed. I hope you sleep well, and thank you for hanging out with us. I would say have a great rest of your day, but there's not much left there, isn't there? So, have a good night's rest, I guess. I don't like this. I think this looks like trash. So just me? We could, like, invert it. Oh! I have a certain appreciation for that. I just think the middle part is too dark. But we could just make that lighter. If we go for like more brightness, more saturation. Good night, that looks so cute. Thank you. I think we need to put like a color filter on top of this, like pink. Have a good day and a good night. Thank you. I feel like that looks kind of washed out and I don't like it. I don't think I like it. Maybe it's also just like, maybe I need to put this. That makes more sense. Okay, I need to keep this group as it is because I need that hanging round in case I need it again. We're going to do something kind of funky. So if we delete that, and that, and that. Right, that's what I wanted. Now I should be able to play with the... Yeah. Is that cute or is that weird? Oh, do we feel like we're looking at a demon right now? Should I make it more red and less pink? Do I have too many questions and there's no answers? Maybe. Oh, that's really a demon. That looks like a cat. You know, when sometimes you see a cat in the dark and their eyes start glowing, that's what we have right now. This is not the solution. It's just getting worse. I might have to backpedal to just the green eyes because this is weird. Yeah, I think I'll go for the classic just green. Though I guess I could also go for this green with a dark pupil. Oh, that depends on the lashes. If I want white lashes, then this is too aggressive. But if I want bright lashes, no, if I want like dark red lashes or black lashes even, then this makes sense. Huh. Do you guys have opinions? Hear me out, strawberry eyeshine. I can try it. I would keep the small one as it is, and I can make the big one look like a strawberry, I think. Do I have to Google what a strawberry looks like? Would be better. Will I do that? No. Thing is, right now the like strawberries theme is more in the background, and I'm a bit afraid that a strawberry eyeshine is going to railroad the customer into making it strawberry themed, which some might not mind and some might mind. That doesn't look like a strawberry whatsoever. I don't want to Google reference images. I'm lazy. Okay, we're just gonna do a rough draft, and if it looks really good, I'm gonna do a nice strawberry. If we like the concept. So this will be a strawberry, somewhat. Was that what you had envisioned? Because I'm not sure if I like it. Could put like a dot here too. I think I feel very neutral about this. I don't like this and I don't hate it. It just exists. Which isn't a good thing. I want to be swept off my feet by a highlight. That's so cute. You like it? Do you think it would be nicer with like a red pupil, or is that too much? But yeah, I get not wanting to make it too strawberry. Yeah, there's definitely, I feel like if I really wanted it to be strawberry, I would have needed to push strawberry more in general. Pupil makes it so, the pupil does make it better, right? The pupil helps. If I don't want to though, but if I did switchable eye meshes, we could do the strawberry and one without a strawberry. But then I have to do switchable eye meshes. Technically, I have everything I need to do that, I just have never done it before. But it shouldn't be that hard. Famous last words, I guess. Shouldn't be that, hold my beer. Question is also like, how visible is the strawberry in the fursuit head? Like, will anyone even notice that it's there unless they're looking for it? I feel like I'm solving a complicated puzzle with this strawberry. Yeah, if you zoom out too much, it's just gone. I feel like that color combination is the solution that I was looking for. I feel like this works. It will come out looking slightly different, and that's okay. The question is just strawberry or star. Maybe less spots, but bigger spots. Maybe I could do that. Just going to freehand this, it will not be symmetrical. That's not the solution. That ain't it. Yeah, I guess like it also, like, it doesn't make a nice pattern anymore once you make them bigger. And besides the fact that these spots look very ugly, we're gonna ignore that. I feel like it looks not less and not more like a strawberry. It just looks, it looks like something. I think I might need to just mull this over. Maybe like just leave it like this, and then look at it tomorrow with fresh eyes. That could actually be the solution to my problem. Which means no dye sublimation today, because I'm not gonna do half of it today and half of it tomorrow. That's impractical and waste the material. So I think what I'm going to do is take a lunch break, because I'm kind of hungry anyway. And then, yeah, I'll mull it over. I originally planned to stream tomorrow as well. I probably won't be able to. Hello, you're coming at exactly the wrong time because I'm about to end the stream, but welcome anyway. So yeah, tomorrow no stream, most probably. And then the next stream will be next Tuesday again, which is really close to the convention, so my life might be a mess. We're gonna see. If you want to see that, swing around next Tuesday. Thank you all for hanging out with me so far. I hope to see you another time. Bye.